Good morning to all of you. This is Dr. A. Venkatesham from Tara Government College, Faculty of Economics. This is a state level webinar on eve of World Population Day. As India to overtake China's population as world's most populous country in April 2023, on eve of this World Population Day, we are organizing this state level webinar in association with Department of Economics of Government Degree College for Women, Autonomous Nalgonda.
సరే సార్ తీసుకుంటా
And
మర్చిపోతాను ఇంటికి వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు
Giriraja Govt College, Autonomous Nizamabad, and along with the NSS units of Tara Government College, Sangareddy, and Department of Economics. Welcome to you all. I request our Vice Principal Madam, Praveena Madam, for his inaugural speech. In our supervision and guidance, our college, Tara Government College, achieved NAC A+ grade in March 2023. All the coordination we got from various colleges and departments, from Bhaskareddy and Venu Prasad, and our IQC team and staff and students. Thank you very much for that. I request our Vice Principal Madam, Praveena Madam.
A very good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for inviting me, and I humbly welcome the today's speaker and chief guest, Dr. K. Ravindra Reddy Garu. And I congratulate the economics department for creating the awareness among the students, like the challenges posed by the population to the world, and the awareness that they want to create through this program is really appreciable. At this outset, I would like to share a few of my views. Actually, population growth by 2030, people are saying India is going to cross the mark of China too. At the same time, infertility issues are also rising up. And at the same time, 2023 is designated as unleashing the power of gender equality. So combining these three things, though the population is growing, there is gender biased issues, like women population is very low, and still people are killing women, and the ratios of women are also very low in some of the areas, and still there is a possibility to explore the infinite possibilities, gender potential. So this is the time for us to understand and look at the challenges posed by the overpopulation and underpopulation. So this distance and this growth issue will economics talks about so many things. We would like to listen and understand, and at the same time, we would like to understand the challenges posed by the population, create awareness among the students too, as per the UNO resolution. Thank you, and I welcome the guest speakers to start the proceedings. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you for your inaugural speech. I request Bhaskareddy sir, your principal sir, Gansham sir is ready.
Sir, okay, sir. Just wait.
Thank you.
Principal of Government College for Women, Autonomous Nalgonda. Sir, thank you for
And
accepting
also,
our
sir,
invitation.
and also principal of Nagarjuna Government Degree College, Autonomous Nalgonda, sir.
Okay, NG College also, NG College Nalgonda. Thank you very much, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir.
సార్ ఘనశ్యామ్ సార్
చెప్పు భాస్కర్.
సార్ ఒక్క నిమిషం మాట్లాడండి.
ఓకే,
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
60 members, actually I think 60 members joined this webinar.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I congratulate the economics department of Tara College and Government Degree College for Women Autonomous Nalgonda for conducting this state level webinar on population. Actually ఈ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఎక్స్పర్టైజ్ అయితే నేను కాను, మార్నింగ్ భాస్కర్ కి అన్నా, బట్ ఇండియా బికేమ్ నంబర్ 1 ఇన్ పాపులేషన్. మెరిట్స్ అండ్ డిమెరిట్స్ మీరు మాట్లాడతారు. నాకు ఏంటి అంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఈ 2 కాలేజెస్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఈ ఫోన్లు అడ్మిషన్ కోసం వస్తున్నాయి. మధ్య మధ్యలో ఆల్రెడీ 2 times జాయిన్ అయినా మళ్ళీ కట్ అవుతుంది. సో విత్ మై heartily congratulations and all the best wishes to both the colleges, especially Department of Economics, both the heads. I congratulate and inviting me and taking message from me. Actually, okay, as a formality, but actually I want to listen, but actually it is not possible. Whenever I am free, I will join again and again. I think this program will go for almost 1.5 hour or 2 hour, I think. Bhaskar,
Yes,
what
sir.
will be the time of this program?
1 hour, sir.
1 hour, sir.
1 hour. Okay. So thank you for inviting me, and all the best to both the Department of Economics of both the colleges. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank
Sir,
you.
along with our college, Giriraja Govt Degree College Nizamabad also organizing this program, sir.
Okay. Nice. Ramon sir is there?
No, sir. He is busy with I think you have a UGC meeting with online meeting.
Okay. Yes.
He is busy.
That link is
Sir
also
is
given.
in another meeting, sir. Another
Yes.
Zoom meeting.
Okay.
UGC related.
Okay. No issue. Right.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you. Bye.
Now, it is a warm welcome to our today's resource person and chief guest, Dr. K. Ravindra Reddy sir, Associate Professor of Economics, Telangana University. He is well qualified and experienced resource person and faculty of economics from Telangana University, MA, MPhil, PhD in economics, and he has completed B.Ed and BLIC also. And in MA economics, he got double gold medal. And he have completed a PhD on functioning of Dwakra groups in Telangana state. And he published a number of papers, 29 papers in national and international journals, and 4 books he has published, and 5 PhDs awarded to his PhD scholars. As a head of the department and the chairman of Board of Studies in Economics, Telangana. He has so many responsibilities in the Telangana University as a director and directorate of admissions in Telangana University, and NSS program officer, and chief warden and coordinator of students affairs in Telangana University. Thank you for accepting our invitation, sir. I request Ravindra Reddy sir, please go through his presentation, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Venkatesham Garu. Okay, first of all, thanks to the organizers for the importance of this today, World Population Day. It is the most important occasion to discuss what about the problems and prospects of the particularly growing of the population in India as well as the world. So in this regard, once again, I thanks to the principal KSS Ratan Prasad Garu and Venkatesham Garu, Jagadishwar Garu, T. Bhaskar Reddy Garu, Special Committee, Y. Venu Prasad, my research scholar, and GD Subhaman Nalgonda, GG College, Nizamabad, and Tara Government Degree College, Sangareddy. So first of all, I thanks to all the organizers. At the same time, I invite some listeners about what about the problems and prospects of the today's burning topic. Okay, now I'm going to the topic. India's most population country, challenges and opportunities. Actually, it is not a lecture. It is only the discussions. It is the very general topic discussed about so what about the causes and consequences of the population? So how to control the population? So what about the merits and demerits of the population in India as well as world? So in this regard, I highlighted some of the question about the population. In generally, some statistical information is also there according to the population from the 1871 to the 2021. So everybody knows there is no census of the 2020-21. So due to the corona pandemic or the other reasons by the central government of India. So due to the several reasons, we are not conducting the any population census in the 2020-21. So from the 1871 to the officially 2011, we got the some of the information about the population because of the without statistical information, we are not giving the any fundamental facts about the statistical data. So in this regard, actually, what about the growing of the population in India, particularly in India, on the over the world? So in the world, in the population is the 8 billion population is everyone knows as a student of the economics and faculty of the economics. So they are into the only the 2.4% of the area. Now world population percentage is the first rank in the world. It is the only the UNO census, not the Indian census, but percentage into the 17.7%. We have the total percentage of population in India. Our rank is the 1. So in this regard, we have highlighted some facts about the population census. So everyone knows according to Malthus theory, but in the Malthus theory, we have mainly 3 stages is there. We have mainly 3 stages is there. So according to the first, we have not about any bother. According to the second theory, some population creditables is also there. But about the third phase, we are suffering also there. So in this regard, we are going to the some of the information about the based on the Malthus. So according to the this one, growing of the population, we are categorized in the 5 stages. In the 5 stages, 19.1 to the first stage, 1950 to 1950. 1951 to 1981, it is a third stage. 81 to 2001, after 2001 into the 5th stage. So in this regard, 1901 to 1921, it is the period of the only the stagnation. It is the period of the only the stagnation. So total population growth rate is the only the less than 1%. 1921 to 1951, it is the period of the 30 years. So total population is the 36.1 crores. Total explained by the 11 crores population has increased, but annum growth rate is the 1.22%. Again, 1951 to 1981, it is the stage of the rapid high growth stage. It is the high and growth stage into the from the period of the 1951 to the 1981. So it is the period of 36 years. Total population is the 68.3 crores, but total is the 2.1% has been increased. But 1981 to 2001, it is the highly growth rate, but with the glowing sliding down. So in this stage, our population growth rate is the only 102.7 crores. But after 2001, it is the totally declining the stage. So in this regard, 1951 to the 1981, it is the annual growth rate is the more than 2%. In the year of the 1981, it is the 2.24%. So in this regard, decadal percent is the different, but average annual growth rate is the different. But annual average growth rate is present in the year of the 2011. It is the 1.93%. Unofficially in the 2021, it is the 1.64%. You have concentrated on the only annual growth rate. Now it is the 1.64%. Okay. It is the considerable. There is no problem because of the 1.5% considerable population growth rate. So even some regarding the one point is the appreciable. So what about the less than 1%? But Indian concept, it is suitable or not. So we are discussing the later. So this is the first stage of the growth rates. So in this regard, we have to the some examples. What about the child population in India? What about the child population in India? So in this regard, child population in between the age of the 0 to 6 years in the 1991, that percentage is the 17.94 percentage. 2001, it is the 15.4 percentage. 2011, it is the only the 13.12 percentage. Please observe the this percentage. According to 2011 census, it is only the 13.12 percentage. Above 60 years of the age, at the same time, it is the more than the 8.6. So at the same time, mean age of the Indian population is the more than to the 27 years. So these are the some percentage according to the our Indian economic census. So in this regard, I'm not going to the any sex ratio, any to the life expectancy ratios and birth rates and death rates. So we are discussing to the based on the this some statistical observations. So what about the density population into the India? It is also more and more important because of the in the 1991 density is the 267, 2001 is the 324, 2011 is the 382. So for square feet, your kilometers were observed into the 267 to the 324. So at the same period in that density, we have increased the 57%. At the same time, in the 2011, it has been increased in the 58 and 57 to 58, it has been to the more than 115 persons in the period of the 1991 to the 2011. So this density has been to become a some negative impact on the economy. So what about the negative? What about the positive impact to the economy? Okay, after the completion of the few statistical information about the census, now we are going to the what about the positive impact? Positive impact due to the our population. So everybody knows. So increasing population is tend to the very negative impact on the economy, particularly in India. On the whole, it is correct. But what about in particularly? Is it correct or not? Okay, we are discussing the some positive impact into the our population growth rate. Particularly in India, at the time of the 1951, some data is available at the planning period. Our population is the only 36 crores. Now our population is the more than 142 crores. So what about the major problem? At the 1951, we feel very happy to utilize our natural resources very less. Now, about the 142 crores population, we feel some happy, on the other hand, some unhappy. So in this regard, for utilizing of the natural resources, definitely we have some growth of the population. Just we have imaginations. So less than 1% of the population growth in India, how to utilize the natural resources, how to utilize the man-made resources. So how to utilize the some labor resources with low wage rates are the very low of the honorarium wage rates. Now, particularly in Telangana, migration from the Uttar Pradesh, migration from the Bihar, some parts of the North Indians, so in particularly to Telangana, for the purpose of the only the agriculture seasons. So it is the some good happening to the Telangana state. Because of the Telangana state is the growing state, but we are utilizing the 100% the resources we are utilizing to the some agriculture lands for utilization of the cultivation, but on the whole is the only 43% of the agriculture land for the utilization of the cultivation. But in Telangana, it is more than to the 65%. So due to this reason, some of the labor migrated from the North India to the particularly state of the Telangana. That's why these are the some utilization of the man-made resources. That's why in between to the average percentage of the growth rate 1 to 1.5, there is no negative impact of the economy. You take anywhere, particularly in Indian tremendous. That's why up to the 1.5, there is no problem. We are inviting, we are accepting population growth rate at 0.15%. But at the period of 1981, it is more than to the 2.24. So due to that reason, we have facing the some of the problem. So it is the first one, utilization of the any type of the resources. So some percentage of the growth rate, population growth rate, it is required to the economy. So for the development of the agriculture, for the development of the industrial, for the development of the rural development, in particularly in a modern area, for the development of the service sectors. So definitely some percentage of the growth rate is required. So to imagine without population, very less percentage. So how to develop the agriculture growth rate? So India is a developing country, no doubt. From this inception, we are the faculty of the economics. We are speaking, we are number of the times is telling about the India is a developing country, developing country, developing country. So when India has registered the developed country, any reason for this one? Only one reason is the population. Okay, somebody is has agreed. Population the one of the reason for the so India has registered only the developing country, not the developed country. So on the other hand, for the development of the primary sector and the tertiary sector and service sector, so growth of the population is very necessary for the Indian tremendous. Not only that, according to the Malthus theory, we are only the depending persons in India. So how much? But in rural areas, in family size 4, but only one person is working. Population size is 6, no doubt. Working population is the only the 1%. Population growth size is the more than 8 and 10. But at the time, working population is the only the at least 1% and 2%. So these are the major indication why India has not registered the developed country, but population is there. But out of the population, what about the working population in the country? So it is the more and more important. What about the labor force participation in India? So we are concentration on the only the labor force participation in India. But so in the labor force participation, how much percent of the working population is ready to work at the prevailing wage rates? Either that wage rate is accepted by the that percent of those people or not. If the agreed, how much percent of the people is ready to work that prevailing wage rate? So in India, basically our labor force participation rate is very low. Out of that one, but prevailing wage rate is also very low. So due to this reason, Indian economy has facing the some negative impact on the economy. That's why for utilizing of the natural resources, for utilizing of the man-made resources, for the development of the all sectors in the economy, to maintain the some personal relations to the person, area to the area, and country to the country. But in the technical progress, definitely we are accepting the some of the positive impacts due to the population growth rates. So it is the one side of the coin. It is the one side of the coin. Everyone knows, particularly as a faculty of the economics, some social factors are there, some of the economic factors are there, some of the other factors are there, particularly growing of the population into the social factors. It is the very high into the rural population due to the illiteracy, due to the low economic background. Basically, their families live into the BPL families. So due to this reason, either social factors or the economic factors or the other factors. So in India, our population growth is very high to compare to the world of any country of the world. Now we have registered more than the 142 crores of the population. So due to these reasons. So in this regard, how to declining this population, how to remove some social inequalities into the groups of the India, how to remove the economic equalities in particularly in India due to the growing of the population. So in this regard, somebody says, so due to the more population country, so we are still backward due to the religious factors, due to the social factors, due to the community factors, so due to the economic factors, so we are facing the number of the problems. So even though we are in the third place for the growth of the economic development, for the perception of the Indian version, so now we are the third. How it is possible? Population growth is high, but at the same time, we are converted to the agriculture to the industrial, industrial to the service sector, and we are facing to the number of the problems. Even though Indian economy is the third fastest economy, by 2030, maybe possibles are there. By 2035, maybe possibles are there. If not in the 2030 and 35, at least 2050. So India is a number one country in the world. Yeah, I have some contradiction. For the growth perspective, yes, it is the positive, not negligible. We have some problems, even though not the perception of the people's intention, it is the intention of the nations. It is the intention of the country only. Thus, we are definitely supporting to the growing of the population. By my personally, either 1% is okay. So up to the 1.5% is okay. So without this growing of the population, we not registered, we not got, we not bagged any type of these milestones in the Indian economy. Yes, India, we are presidents of the G20. We have organized number of the international conferences, particularly in the environmental is also there, agriculture summits and political summits. But now India is the leading country to teach anyone enter the world. Yes, as a part of the economics, it is the Chanakya Niti. We are performed in the Chanakya Niti among in the countries of the world. That's why we are importing some barrels or gold ornaments or precious diamonds or the raw materials from the abroad. It is the weakness of the India. Yes, exactly. It is the Chanakyaniti by Kautilya's Arthashastras. So, these are the positive impact by the growing of the populations. At the same time, some of the countries is worried about the growth of the populations. Some of the countries has announced some intensives to the families to convince the more and more populations. Now our percentage is the 1.6% to compare the only the two countries. Why? One is the, you have stated number of the times for any type of the example we have taken only the America, US. Now American population is the only 33 crores, 33.19 crores, but annual change growth is the just 0.1%. Now China population, very slight differences in between to the India. It is also registered 142 crores, but annual growth rate is the 0.1%. But in 2021, it is the 0.7. 21 to 22, it is the 0%. As per the numbers, very slight differences are there, but there is no change in the percentage. But 2021 and 22 and 23, so it has registered the 0.02%, minus 0.0%. Now China is suffering. So what about the future of the China? What about the future of the China? Now Japan is suffering. What about the future of the Japan? After 50 years, or the more than 50 years in the world, there is no country of the Japan. After 100 years, this growth rate is continuous to the in the world. There is no change in the world. Not only Japan, not only China, even some advanced countries after 50 years. So there is a big question mark about the existence of the that countries. Existence of the that countries. But at the same time, we have no problem. We are not bothered about the this type of the population growth because of the mean age rate is the in India 27%. It is the highest to compare to the any nation in the world. So due to that reasons, we not bother about the future of the India up to the 50 years, no doubt, up to the 75 years, no doubt, up to the 100 years. We are not bothered about the future of the. So this is the some facts India and compared to the other nations. That's why some of the countries have given the incentives to the families. Now in India, we have not given to the incentives. Our family size rate average is the more than 3%. Even some communities is the more than 4%. Even some religious consent is the more than 5%. Sorry, 5 members. So it is some bad, but on the whole, we have taken India's interest. We have taken to the India. We have considered to the economic development of the India. That's why we are accepting the these type of the tendencies. Okay,
Now we are going to the some another side of the. Yes, what are the negative impacts? What are the negative impacts due to the population? Everyone says. So each and every problem in India due to the only the growth of the population. Some percentage is correct. Some part of this correct. Now, particularly Indian economy have been facing the number of the social problems and economic problems, particularly environmental problems, some social responsibilities problems, particularly due to the only the higher populations. But in this regard, some of the political parties, some of the communities in India rightly stated that. So my vote bank share is the higher compared to the others. But in India, particularly in vote ballot politics, our regional parties and regional parties also has given to the more importance to the type of the communities. It is good or bad, it is a secondary. But what about the tendencies? What about the consequences in India? Now in India, some billionaires has been migrated to the abroad. As definitely it is the negative impact. Some meritorious students from India migrate to the abroad, as it is also some negative impact into the this one. Why billionaires has been migrated, meritorious student has been migrated, some of the peoples has at the technical edge have been migrated to the abroad. Everyone knows as a faculty, some major CEOs of the various companies, only the Indians. That is the credibility of the India. Due to the this one, particularly in population. So particularly into the, I have mentioned the some of the negative impacts, particularly in the population. Okay. In the HDI report, Human Development Index rate, our India rank is the 132 out of the 191. Yes, you have no purchasing power priority, low. National income, particularly per capita, is also low. So not only that, birth rate for the population is also considering to the. So due to the decision, our rank is the 132 out of the 191 HDI. Okay, this is very good, no doubt. So according to the hunger index, please thinking very seriously. Our rank is the 107 out of the 121. 107 out of the 121. Then India is having the more hunger. Not only that, according to the Family Health Survey, some survey reported by the Gender Gap Index, particularly 2022, at the same time 2020-21. So in this regard, according to the Gender Gap Index, India rank is the 135 out of the 146. Very, very bad. 135 out of the 146. Economic participation, our rank is the 143 and 146. Please think seriously. What about the India positions? Economical, educational attainment, our rank is the 107. Political empowerment, our rank is the, some was better, it is the 48. So due to the some importance of the political parties to gain the some political mileage, sir, we are reached at the 48. I'm badly says that health and survival, according to the gender gap index, health and survival. So our rank is the 146 out of the one.
Hello, sir. Sir,
It,
sir, where is it 107 rank, sir?
education and attainment. Education and attainment.
Out of country, sir.
Out of 146, all 146. So finally, health and survival, our rank is the 146 out of the 146. But India has registered the very least rank into the health and survival. That's why every time in every budget, as a faculty of the economics, we have demanded at least to allocate the more than 6% funds to the health, particularly in education only. But every time in central government as well as state government, very least percentage to only the health and education. That's why to allocate the more and more funds to the health and education only. So in this regard, we have taken the some other factors in this regard. So particularly to the into the just a minute. Just I have missed, no doubt. Okay. According to the deaths due to the environmental pollution, so 23.5 lakhs, 23.5 lakhs deaths due to the only environmental deaths because of the higher population and more population. So out of that, 16.7 deaths due to occurred into the only the air pollution. Not only that, even water is also more important. So 0.5 deaths is also due to the water pollutions. That's why environmental pollution is also one of the major hazard to the India is a developing economy. India is a developing economy. So due to that reason, we are lagging into the agriculture budgets to compare to the advanced countries. We are lagging to the secondary sector growth rates compared to the developed countries. At the same time, we are lagging to the service sector growth rate compared to the advanced growth countries. So even though we have registered the not the higher growth rates, but that growth rates is also some better performance to compare to the even in the developing countries, not compared to the developed countries. So in this regard, we are framing to the some of the policies. Okay, how to control the population immediately? Is it possible? It is the 0.1% in India. Is it possible to the 0.5% in India immediately? It is up to the 1% the annual growth rate is it impossible immediately? No, it is not possible. It is the social equations. It is the some economic conditions. Is it not possible immediately? So in this regard, so we are utilizing to the some percentage of the population growth rate, how to develop it is the more and more important. So in this regard, government has taken some of the initiation in the name of the policies, particularly in India. Either we are preparing to the education policy, we are preparing to the some health policy, we are preparing the some of the urbanization policy, we are preparing the some environment policy, we are preparing to the some growth and economic development policy, irrespective of the monetary policy and fiscal policy are there every time. But in this regard, we are definitely to preparing the some environmental policy and urbanization policy. So due to the, so I have only the 5 minutes. So due to the urbanization, now particularly in Telangana, after the 1 or 2 years, but more than 45% of the population living to the only the urban areas. Not only in Telangana, entire in India, more than 35% of the population living into the only the urbanization. So due to the urbanization, we are facing to the number of the problems at the time. So how to control the urbanization? As recently, central government has taken the initiation to establish the smart cities. It is the major and major required for the Indian economy as to develop the some cities adjacent to the Hyderabad or other major cities. So it is the one of the major impact to control of the some demands of the urbanization as to establish the 1000 acres at any place to given the some prior to the that place only. That's why smart cities establishment of the smart cities is one of the best source to the for the development while growing of the population. While growing of the population. So it is the one of the urbanization policy. At the same time, to control the urbanization, to establish the some what about some the industries, particularly established into the only the semi-urban areas. But in rural areas, it is not possible. But our investors is not willing to establish the this one. That's why to establish the smart cities in the smart cities, to more important to establishment of the industries at the time. It is also one of the major initiation. So it is the one of. At the same time, as a particular the environment policy to give the more importance to the public transport system. As just now we have said that the more deaths due to the only the different type of the pollutions. It is the very major. Not only that, due to the some of the pollution, we are facing to the heart attacks. It is a very burning topic in India after the corona. So in this regard, we are to create the some of the best opportunities to the public as to develop the public transport, as definitely our air pollution has been declined, to establish to create the incentive to the agriculture farmers and industrialists while in establishing the rural areas and semi-urban areas to reduce the plastics, to less utilize of the electricity and more utilization of the and only the in very less into the thermal power. So due to this reason, we are utilizing the forest. So you are utilizing the digital technology. So this type of the some environmental policies also definitely to help to the Indian economy has been moving to the developing economy to the and developed economy. So even though our population is the more than 142 crores, but our food grains production is 330.5 million tons. So this due to this one, government has taken initiation to draft the as institution the one number one is the urbanization policy. Then we are going to prepare the environment policy. Basically, these are the two very most important for the development of the economy while growing of the population. So in India, health is also more important. So what about the health, particularly to the how much percentage of people having to the insurance cards except to the Rajiv Aragyasri? So in India, still more than 50% of the population do not have the any type of the insurances. Now, education is the health is the very costly. Sometimes is also more than to the 10 lakhs. But in rural area people, 80% of the people not paid to the more than 1 lakh into the hospitals. So definitely government has taken initiation to build up the one good health policy, health for all. Health for all. Yes, it is also one of the best one. Not only that, to the yes, education policy 2020, we have the some positive impact, no doubt. But otherwise, one or two negative impact is also there. But to compare to the other developed nations, but in the education policy, in particularly in the old education policy, up to the more than 20 years and 24 years, 25 years. So every student in India is only the dependent students. Why? We have not taken initiation to change this type of the situations. In olden days, 10th is the 15, intermediate 16, degree 20. We are waiting more than 2-3 years for the PG seat. Now there is no problem. For the BD, we are waiting up to the 5 to 6 years. So after completion of that waiting period PG, so mean age it is the more than 25 years. But this type of situation we are not seen in any developed nations. That's why we are creating some employmentable courses at the early stage, at the end of the intermediate, at the UG level. Definitely we are creating some of the employment opportunity to every student at that type of the creation, definitely to give some of the moral impact and social impact to the responsibility into the society. As even though that is also to declining to the population growth rates. Early marriages, no doubt. Why? Even late marriage is also one of the reasons, is also due to this type of the situations. Particularly in India, due to the sex ratio, so number of the particularly in male persons is also to disturbing to the about the marriages is also there. That's why government has taken initiation to establish some education policy and health policy, environment policy, and urbanization policy for the development of the India. Because of we are not restricting to the less than 5%, less than 1% immediately. So it is growing to the up to the 2050. We are not controlling to the less than 1%. So due to the reason, we are giving some employabilities, we are giving some sustainability resources to the futures. That's why government has taken to this type of the situation to the world. So these are some statistical facts, some my observations. So according to the World Population Day, finally, I thanks to the organizers, particularly Tara Degree College, Venkateshan sir, and Jagdishwar, and my research scholar Venu Prasad, particularly Bhaskar Reddy. So I thanks to the Tara Degree College, GG College, and GDC Women Nalgonda. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your elaborative presentation, sir, which covered all the issues and challenges of our population growth of a country, not only India, in the world also. In your presentation, you have covered all the various causes of higher population growth, and positive and negative impacts, and future prospects of India, like a developing economy. Thank you very much, sir, for your kind presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Now, sorry, among the participants, there are some junior lecturers examination aspirants also there, sir. They are preparing for the JL examination, which is going to be conducted by TSPS. And in association with the Nalgonda Economic Forum, we are conducting for the last 3 months. We are conducting state level JL examination coaching, and common PG entrance test coaching also, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now I invite our Bhaskar Reddy, sir.
Actually, my career started with only the entrance coaching at the Hanmakunda. I am one of the busiest person, particularly in economics, Pathfinder, Sriveni, and other coaching centers. I have worked for a long period, particularly in Pathfinder institution is also so. I given to some group 1, group lectures, coaching is also there. So actually, Ravindra Reddy has recognized only for the coaching for the competitive examinations. Then I have appointed here only.
Nice to see you, sir. If time permits, please join with us, sir.
I am ready to give any lecture for the beneficiation of the student, particularly in UG, either MA coaching or the JL preparation. I am ready to the lecture for the
thank you
through virtual mode. Definitely, I have given my suggestions.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Dr. T. Bhaskar Reddy, sir, for his presentation. Please, due to lack of time, please concise your presentation. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Ravindra Reddy sir, and thank you, Venkatesh sir. And
Thank you.
to all the participants. So on request of participants, I would like to continue in Telugu. So many participants have sent their message in chat box. Please explain in Telugu. So on their request, I want to continue.
Thank you.
in Telugu.
Continue, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so please be in mute mode. I request all the participants. దయచేసి అందరూ మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి. సో డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఎకనామిక్స్ గవర్నమెంట్ డిగ్రీ కాలేజ్ అటానమస్ తారా కాలేజ్ సంగారెడ్డి అండ్ గిరిరాజ్ కాలేజ్ నిజామాబాద్ గవర్నమెంట్ డిగ్రీ కాలేజ్ ఫర్ ఉమెన్ నల్గొండ సంయుక్తంగా నిర్వహిస్తున్నటువంటి రాష్ట్ర స్థాయి వెబినార్ కి అందరికీ స్వాగతం. ఈరోజు ప్రపంచ జనాభా దినోత్సవం, వరల్డ్ పాపులేషన్ డే. దీన్ని పురస్కరించుకొని మనం ఈ వెబినార్ కండక్ట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాము. ఓకే, ఈ ప్రపంచ జనాభా దినోత్సవం అసలు ఎందుకు జరుపుకుంటున్నారు అనేది ఎకనామిక్స్ సబ్జెక్ట్ టీచర్స్ గా, స్టూడెంట్స్ గా, స్కాలర్స్ గా అందరికీ తెలిసిన విషయమే. సో దిస్ పాపులేషన్ డే ఫోకసెస్ ఆన్ ద అర్జెన్సీ అండ్ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఆఫ్ పాపులేషన్ ఇష్యూస్. అంటే జనాభా సమస్యలను బాగా ఫోకస్ చేయటం కోసం, దాని యొక్క ప్రాధాన్యతను వివరించడం కోసం ఈ జనాభా దినోత్సవాన్ని మనం జరుపుకుంటున్నాం. దీన్ని HDI లాగానే దీన్ని UNDP టేకప్ చేసింది. సో ఎస్పెషల్లీ 1989 నుంచి. ఎందుకంటే 1987 11th జూలైలో ప్రపంచ జనాభా మొదటిసారిగా 5 బిలియన్ మార్క్స్ చేరుకుంది. అంటే 500 కోట్లకు చేరుకోవటంతో 1989లో UNDP ప్రపంచ జనాభా దినోత్సవాన్ని 11 జూలై ప్రతి సంవత్సరం జరుపుకోవాలని చెప్పేసి దాంట్లో UN జనరల్ అసెంబ్లీ 1990లో తీర్మానం చేయడం జరిగింది. ఓకే, సో నెక్స్ట్ దేనికోసం అంటే ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు స్ప్రెడ్ అవేర్నెస్ రిగార్డింగ్ పాపులేషన్ ఇష్యూస్ ఇంక్లూడింగ్ దేర్ ఇంపాక్ట్ ఆన్ ద ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ అండ్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ డెవలప్మెంట్. అంటే జనాభాకు సంబంధించినటువంటి సమస్యలను విస్తృతంగా ప్రచారం చేయడానికి, అలాగే జనాభా ప్రభావం పర్యావరణం మీద, ఆర్థిక అభివృద్ధి మీద ఏ విధంగా ఉంటుందనే విషయాల్లో చైతన్యం కలిగించడం కోసం జనాభా దినోత్సవాన్ని ప్రతి సంవత్సరం జరుపుకోవాలని యునైటెడ్ నేషన్స్ జనరల్ అసెంబ్లీ 1990 డిసెంబర్లో ఇది తీర్మానం చేసుకోవడం జరిగిందన్నమాట. నెక్స్ట్, ద వరల్డ్ పాపులేషన్ డే ఈజ్ అబ్జర్వ్డ్ ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ ఆన్ July 11th ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు రైజ్ అవేర్నెస్ అబౌట్ ద గ్లోబల్ పాపులేషన్ ఇష్యూస్ ఇంక్లూడింగ్ పాపులేషన్ కంట్రోల్. 11 జూలైని ప్రతి సంవత్సరం జనాభా దినోత్సవం ఎందుకు జరుపుకుంటున్నామంటే ఈ విశ్వవ్యాప్తమైనటువంటి జనాభా సమస్యలను, ఆ సమస్యల పట్ల చైతన్యవంతం చేయటం జనాభాని. అలాగే ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఏంటంటే పాపులేషన్ కంట్రోల్, జనాభాను నియంత్రించాలి. ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా జనాభా అదుపు లేకుండా పెరిగిపోతుంది కాబట్టి దాన్ని నియంత్రించడం కూడా ఈ జనాభా దినోత్సవం జరుపుకోవటంలో ఒక ముఖ్య ఉద్దేశంగా మనం చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్, ఈ ఇయర్ విషయానికి వస్తే థీమ్, ప్రతి సంవత్సరం పాపులేషన్ డేకి ఒక థీమ్ ఉంటుంది. ఎస్పెషల్లీ 2023 పాపులేషన్ డేకి సంబంధించి UNDP వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చినటువంటి థీమ్ ఏంటంటే అన్లీషింగ్ ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ జెండర్ ఈక్వాలిటీ, అప్లిఫ్టింగ్ ద వాయిసెస్ ఆఫ్ ఉమెన్ అండ్ గర్ల్స్ టు అన్లాక్ అవర్ వరల్డ్స్ ఇన్ఫినిట్ పాసిబిలిటీస్. సో ఇక్కడ ప్రపంచ జనాభా దినోత్సవం 2023 థీమ్ ఏం చేశారంటే భారతదేశంతో పాటుగా ప్రపంచంలో ఉన్నటువంటి అనేక దేశాలలో సో వీఆర్ అబ్జర్వింగ్ ద జెండర్ డిస్క్రిమినేషన్, లింగ వివక్షత కొనసాగుతుంది. ఆకాశంలో సగం అనేటటువంటి మహిళల పట్ల వివక్ష కొనసాగితే అది అభివృద్ధికి ఆటంకం. కాబట్టి ఈ లింగ సమానత్వం తీసుకురావాలి, స్త్రీ యొక్క శక్తి, స్త్రీ యొక్క వాయిస్ దాన్ని పైకి తీసుకురావాలి, అలాగే బాలికలకు సంబంధించి కూడా సమానత్వం తీసుకురావాలి అని చెప్పేసి ఈ వరల్డ్ పాపులేషన్ డే 2023 థీమ్ అనేది పెట్టుకోవడం జరిగింది. నెక్స్ట్, వరల్డ్ పాపులేషన్ మైల్ స్టోన్స్ ఒకసారి అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే ఇవన్నీ మనం ఎకనామిక్స్ లో అధ్యయనం చేసిన వాళ్ళమే, ఒకసారి ఒక గ్లాన్స్ వేద్దాం. సో ద వరల్డ్ పాపులేషన్ రీచెస్ ఫస్ట్ బిలియన్ ఇన్ ద ఇయర్ 1804. మొదటి బిలియన్ అంటే 100 కోట్లకు ప్రపంచ జనాభా 1804లో చేరుకుంది. అంటే ఈ భూమి మీద మానవాళి మనుగడ ప్రారంభమైనప్పటి నుంచి ఎన్ని సంవత్సరాలైంది మనకు తెలియదు, కొన్ని లక్షల కోట్ల సంవత్సరాలు ఉండొచ్చు. అప్పటి నుంచి మనం ఈ గ్రెగరియన్ క్యాలెండర్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత 1804 వరకు 1 బిలియన్ కి 100 crores కి చేరుకుంది. ఆ తర్వాత 123 years తర్వాత 2nd బిలియన్ కి చేరుకుంది. ఇన్ 1927 ద వరల్డ్ పాపులేషన్ రీచెస్ 2nd బిలియన్ మార్క్. నెక్స్ట్ 33 years తర్వాత ఇన్ ద ఇయర్ 1960 ద వరల్డ్ పాపులేషన్ రీచెస్ 3rd బిలియన్ మార్క్. సో నెక్స్ట్ 4th బిలియన్ వచ్చేసి 1974 లో, 5th బిలియన్ 1987 జూలై 11th. ఇది మనకు 5th బిలియన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఎందుకంటే ప్రపంచ జనాభా 5 బిలియన్లకు లేదా 500 కోట్లకు చేరుకున్న రోజునే మనం ప్రపంచ జనాభా దినోత్సవంగా జరుపుకుంటున్నాం. ఆ తర్వాత 6th బిలియన్ మార్క్ 1999 లో చేరుకుంది, 7th బిలియన్ మార్క్ 2011 లో, లేటెస్ట్ గా 8th బిలియన్ మార్క్ 2022 లో చేరుకుంది. అయితే ఇప్పుడు అదనపు బిలియన్ కు పట్టే కాలం మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే ఫస్ట్ సెకండ్ బిలియన్ కి 123 ఇయర్స్ పట్టింది, 123 సంవత్సరాలు పట్టింది. ఆ తర్వాత 100 కోట్ల జనాభా చేరుకోవడానికి చాలా తక్కువ సమయం పడుతుంది, మనం గమనించవచ్చు. థర్డ్ బిలియన్ కి 33 ఇయర్స్, థర్డ్ టు ఫోర్త్ 14 ఇయర్స్, ఆ తర్వాత 13 ఇయర్స్, 12 ఇయర్స్, లేటెస్ట్ గా 7th బిలియన్ నుంచి 8th బిలియన్ కి జస్ట్ 11 ఇయర్స్ లో మనకు 100 కోట్ల జనాభా వచ్చింది. సో ఇది ఇట్ ఈస్ అలార్మింగ్ డేంజర్ బెల్స్, అంటే ఇది ప్రమాద గంటికలు మోగిస్తున్నాడు. ప్రపంచ జనాభా ఈ రకంగా పెరుగుతూ పోతే, యాజ్ రవీందర్ రెడ్డి సార్ టోల్డ్, డెన్సిటీ ఆఫ్ పాపులేషన్, జన సాంద్రత పెరుగుతుంది. సో దానివల్ల ఏమవుతే రకరకాలైనటువంటి పాపులేషన్ ఇష్యూస్ వస్తాయి, ఎన్వైరన్మెంటల్ ఇష్యూస్ వస్తాయి, పర్యావరణ సమస్యలు, అలాగే మాల్ న్యూట్రిషన్ సమస్య, పొల్యూషన్, ఎన్వైరన్మెంటల్ డిగ్రేడేషన్, అలాగే జెండర్ డిస్క్రిమినేషన్, ఇలాంటి రకరకాల అన్ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్, పావర్టీ, రకరకాలైన సమస్యలు వస్తాయి. కాబట్టి జనాభాను నియంత్రించుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఎంతైనా ఉంది అని మనం చెప్పుకోవచ్చు అన్నమాట. అలాగే మనకు ఈ పాపులేషన్ కి సంబంధించి వరల్డోమీటర్ అని చెప్పేసి మనకు అవైలబుల్ ఉంది. ఏంటంటే అది ప్రపంచ జనాభా రోజు రోజు అంటే ఈ క్షణం ఎంత ఉంది అనేటటువంటిది మనకు ఆ వరల్డోమీటర్ ద్వారా తెలుస్తుంది అనమాట. అది ఒక్కసారి మనం ఒక గ్లాన్స్ వేద్దాం. జస్ట్ వెయిట్. Is population clock is visible to everyone? Population clock వచ్చిందా మీకు?
Yes.
వరల్డ్ పాపులేషన్ క్లాక్. సో చూడండి, ప్రపంచ జనాభా ప్రతి క్షణం ఎంత పెరుగుతుంది అనేది. సో 804 కోట్ల 36,15,873 ఇట్లా ఇంత ఫాస్ట్ గా ప్రపంచ జనాభా పెరుగుతుంది. సో టుడేస్ బర్త్స్, ఈ రోజు ఎన్ని జననాలు అయ్యాయి, ఈ రోజు ఎన్ని మరణాలు అయ్యాయి. బర్త్స్ దిస్ ఇయర్, ఈ సంవత్సరం ఎన్ని జననాలు అయ్యాయి, ఈ సంవత్సరం ఎన్ని మరణాలు అయ్యాయి. సో ఇది లైవ్ పాపులేషన్ మీటర్, కంట్రీ మీటర్ అని మనకు గూగుల్లో సెర్చ్ చేస్తే ఎవ్రీవన్ కెన్ సీ. ఓకే, సో అలాగే ఇండియా పాపులేషన్ మీటర్ కూడా వీ కెన్ సీ. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఇండియా పాపులేషన్ మీటర్, పాపులేషన్ క్లాక్. ఓకే, సో 143 crores 51,91,718 and so కరెంట్ పాపులేషన్. సో ఈ రకంగా మనం కరెంట్ లైవ్ పాపులేషన్ కూడా మనం మనకున్నటువంటి టెక్నికల్ డివైసెస్ ద్వారా, ఉన్నటువంటి సాధనాల ద్వారా మనం తెలుసుకునేటటువంటి అవకాశం ఉంది. సో బీ అవేర్ అబౌట్ ది గ్రోత్ ఆఫ్ పాపులేషన్ అండ్ ఇష్యూస్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ద హై పాపులేషన్ ప్రెజర్, నాట్ ఓన్లీ ఇన్ ఇండియా, ఆల్ ఓవర్ ద వరల్డ్. అండ్ అందరం కూడా జనాభాకు సంబంధించి నియంత్రణ చర్యలు తీసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం వ్యక్తిగతంగా ప్రతి ఒక్కరి మీద ఉంది అని ఈ సందర్భంగా తెలియజేస్తూ, సో థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ఫర్ గివింగ్ దిస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ టు డాక్టర్ ఏ వెంకటేశం సార్ అండ్ ఆల్ ద పార్టిసిపెంట్స్. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ వన్ అండ్ ఆల్.
Thank you, Bhaskar. Thank you. Now I invite Dr. Y. Venu Prasad sir, Head Department of Economics, Giriraja Govt College, Autonomous, Nizamabad.
Good afternoon to all. Thank you for accepting our webinar and giving opportunity to conduct the principles of Tara Govt College Autonomous, Sangareddy, and Giriraja Govt College and Government Degree College for Women Autonomous, Nalgonda. And also I am very much thankful to Venkatesham sir and Bhaskar Reddy sir and other members of the Department of Economics of our colleges. And అడగగానే మరి మంచి మా అవకాశం ఇచ్చినటువంటి మా గురువు గారు, పిహెచ్డి గురువు గారు డాక్టర్ రవీందర్ రెడ్డి గారికి చాలా ధన్యవాదాలు. మంచిగా సారు జనాభా దినోత్సవం సందర్భంగా జనాభాకు సంబంధించినటువంటి అన్ని అంశాలను కూడా క్రోడీకరించి చాలా చక్కగా వివరించారు. మంచి అవగాహన అనేటువంటిది కల్పించడం జరిగింది. సో అందరికీ కూడా ఈ సందర్భంగా ఈ ప్రోగ్రాంకి చేసినటువంటి అందరికీ కృతజ్ఞతలు చెప్తూ మనకి ఈ జనాభా దినోత్సవం సంబంధించి ఒక ఒక ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి మనం ఇక్కడ గమనించినట్లయితే మన ఈ భారతదేశ జనాభాకు సంబంధించి నాకు ఒక చిన్న అంశం మనం ఒకసారి గమనించాల్సి ఉంది అని అనిపిస్తుంది. మనకి స్వాతంత్రం వచ్చినప్పుడు మనకి సుమారు 36 కోట్ల మంది జనాభా ఉండేది. అప్పుడు ఉన్నటువంటి ఆహార ధాన్యాల దిగుబడి సుమారుగా 50 మిలియన్ టన్నులు. మరి ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతం జనాభా 142 కోట్లకి వెళ్ళారు. మరి అరౌండ్ ఆహార ధాన్యాల ఉత్పత్తి 330 మిలియన్ టన్నులు. సో అంటే మోర్ దెన్ 6 టైమ్స్ పెరిగింది ఆహార ధాన్యాల ఉత్పత్తి అప్పటికి ఇప్పటికి. కానీ జనాభా కూడా దాదాపుగా 36 కోట్లు అంటే 3.5-4 టైమ్స్ పెరిగింది. కానీ ఇక్కడ మనం కంపారిజన్ మనం చూసినట్లయితే మాల్థస్ థియరీ ఏం చెప్తుంది, జనాభా అనేది గుణశ్రేణిలో పెరుగుతుంది, మరి ఆహార ధాన్యాల ఉత్పత్తి అనేది అంక శ్రేణిలో పెరుగుతుంది. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఎందుకో చిన్న ఈ గ్యాప్ అనేది కొంచెం తేడా కనపడుతుంది మనకి. కాకపోతే మనకి స్వాతంత్రం వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఎన్నో అభివృద్ధి కార్యక్రమాలు చేపట్టడం ద్వారా ఆ వేళ మనం 36 కోట్ల మందికి కూడా ఆహార ధాన్యాలు అందించలేనటువంటి పరిస్థితిలో మన దేశం, మన ఆర్థిక వ్యవస్థ ఉంది. కానీ ఇవాళ 140 కోట్ల మంది జనాభా పెరిగినప్పటికీ కూడా మరి వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా అవసరమైన ఆహార ధాన్యాలు అందించడమే కాకుండా ఆర్థిక పరంగా అనేక రంగాల్లో మన దేశం ఎంతగానో అభివృద్ధి అనేది జరగడం మనం చూస్తూ ఉంటాం. అయితే అదే సమయంలో మన పాపులేషన్ కి సంబంధించి మనం ఏదైతే ఈరోజు స్టేట్ వెబినార్ ఇండియాస్ మోస్ట్ పాపులస్ కంట్రీ అండ్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఛాలెంజెస్ అని మన పక్కలు మనం చెప్పినట్టుగా ఇంతకుముందు ఓవరాల్ గా మనం ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఏం ఆపర్చునిటీ ఉంది అనేది ఇది కనుక మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినట్లయితే మన జనాభా ఏదైతే యువశక్తితో కూడినటువంటి జనాభా వర్కింగ్ పాపులేషన్ ని ఏ విధంగా మనం ఉపయోగించుకున్నాం అనే దానిపైనే మన యొక్క ఈ చర్చకు అనేది ఒక అర్థం అనేది ఏర్పడుతుంది. ముఖ్యంగా మనం జనాభా డివిడెండ్ అని చెప్పుకుంటూ ఉంటాం. మరి ఈ జనాభా డివిడెండ్ ఏదైతే వర్కింగ్ పాపులేషన్ ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నటువంటి మొత్తం జనాభాలో వర్కింగ్ పాపులేషన్ ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నటువంటి దేశాలకు ఆ డివిడెండ్ ఉంటుందని చెప్పుకుంటున్నాం. మరి ఆ డివిడెండ్ ని పూర్తి స్థాయిలో మనం తీసుకోవాలి అని అంటే మన దేశము మరి ఇప్పుడున్నటువంటి మన ఈ పాపులేషన్ యొక్క థీమ్ ఏంటంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు గమనించినట్లయితే లింగ సమానత్వం యొక్క శక్తిని మొత్తం మనం బహిర్గతపరచాలి. ఏ విధంగా అంటే మహిళలు మరియు బాలికల యొక్క అభిప్రాయాల్ని అప్లిఫ్ట్ చేయడం ద్వారా ప్రపంచంలో ఉన్నటువంటి అనంతమైన అవకాశాన్ని తెరవాల్సి ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఇంకా ఎన్నో అవకాశాలు ఉన్నాయి మన అభివృద్ధికి కానీ మన దేశానికి కానీ. మన దేశ పరంగా చూసినట్లయితే మనం ఇప్పుడు చూసినట్లయితే మనకున్న ఛాలెంజెస్ ఏంటంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు ఉన్నటువంటి యూత్ పాపులేషన్ ని మనం ఏ విధంగా మన విధాన నిర్ణేతలు కానీ మనం ఉన్నటువంటి ఇవి కానీ ఏ విధంగా దీన్ని ఈ యువ వనరులను అంటే మానవ వనరులను ఉపయోగించుకుంటాము. అదేవిధంగా ముఖ్యంగా ఈ 2023 థీమ్ ప్రకారము మహిళలు మరియు బాలికల యొక్క అభిప్రాయాలని లేదా వాళ్ళ యొక్క వాయిసెస్ ని మనం గుర్తించాలి. అంటే ఇప్పటికీ మనకి 30% జనాభా వర్క్ ఫోర్స్ లో మహిళలు 30% మనం ఉపయోగించుకుంటాం. వీటన్నింటిని గురించి కూడా ఏ విధంగా ఉపయోగించుకోవాలనేది చూసుకొని మనం ఈ యొక్క అవేర్నెస్ ని తీసుకురావాల్సి ఉంటుంది. విధాన నిర్ణేతలు వీటి మన దేశంలో ముఖ్యంగా ఈ అంశాలను కూడా దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని చేయాలి. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ గివింగ్ దిస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ అండ్ వన్స్ అగైన్ ఆన్ బిహాఫ్ ఆఫ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఎకనామిక్స్ అండ్ గిరిరాజ్ గవర్నమెంట్ కాలేజ్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ అండ్ స్టాఫ్, సో I would like to express my thanks to all the resource persons and the organizers and the participants. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I invite our IQAC coordinator, Tara Government College, Autonomous Sangareddy, A. Vishweshwar Sharma. He is IQAC coordinator. Not only IQAC coordinator, he is a guide for to all the staff and our NAC and IQAC team. Under his guidance, we have got A+ grade in recent reaccreditation of our institution by NAC. And he is also state level resource person for NAC orientation and workshops. Thank you very much, all the participants. And now I invite A. Vishweshwar Sharma to propose vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, sirs and ma'ams. I am elated to pronounce vote of thanks on behalf of all our staff and the participants, whoever have participated in this wonderful program. I would like to propose vote of thanks to Dr. Ghanshyam Sharma sir, Principal, GDCW, Nalgonda. I would like to express my profound thanks to Dr. Ram Mohan Reddy Garu, Professor and Principal, Giriraja Govt Degree College, Nizamabad. I am grateful to Dr. K.S.S. Ratnaprasad, Principal, Tara Government College, Autonomous, Sangareddy. On behalf of organizing committee, we are grateful to the inputs and wonderful presentation given by Dr. V. Ravindra Reddy sir, Assistant Professor of Economics, Telangana University, Nizamabad.
Dr. K. Ravindra Reddy, Associate Professor.
I'm sorry, Dr. K. Ravindra Reddy, Associate Professor, Department of Economics, Telangana University, Nizamabad. We are also grateful to Dr. T. Bhaskar Reddy sir, Senior Teacher, Assistant Professor of Economics. We are also grateful to the inputs, wonderful inputs given by Dr. Y. Venuprasad sir, Assistant Professor of Economics. The committee expresses its profound thanks to the college level convener and senior most teacher, Dr. G. Jagadishwar sir. We are also grateful to the conveners and coordinators, whoever have worked for the successful completion of this web meeting, Zoom meeting, in the capacity of college level coordinators and whoever have coordinated for the successful conduct of this wonderful program. And one more profound important thing is we are grateful to all the people whoever have watched, listened. I'm really elated that even now there are more than 60 participants on this program. This shows the capacity of the people who have organized and the wonderful teachers whoever have shared their real life experiences. If I forget anybody's name, they may please forgive me. They may kindly forgive me. With this, I pronounce the conclusion of this program. If there is anything, I'm sorry, I forgot the name of our beloved brother, Dr. A. Venkatesham sir, whoever who has been acting like a cementing between the colleges, cementing factor between the colleges, who is also head of the Department of Economics and convener Hope Club Committee. Thank you very much, Anna. I'm sorry I forgot your name. I was writing names. Thank you very much, Anna. If I forget anybody's name, kindly forgive me.
Kindly extend thanks to our Vice Principal, Madam Praveena Madam.
Yes, our Vice Principal Ma'am's inputs are also very much useful. Thank you very much, ma'am. If I forget anybody's name, kindly forgive me. It's my ignorance, not anybody's. Thank you so much, Anna. With this, we pronounce the conclusion of this program.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All the participants and the resource persons, once again, thanks to each and everyone. And thanks for giving this opportunity and permission to organize state level webinar to our principal, Tara Government College, and principal, Government Degree College Women's, Nalgonda, and principal, Giriraja Govt Degree College, Autonomous, Nizamabad. Thank you very much.